Alrighty, welcome on in, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all having a fantastic evening. Tonight, we are playing some Slay the Spire 2. Now, Slay the Spire 1 is an absolutely fantastic game that I frankly did not talk enough about. It's a really, really fun deck builder roguelike. And now, the sequel has just come out. So yeah, gonna be trying a few runs tonight to show you all what this game is about. I think I'll start with... Oh, actually, the volume's a little bit loud. Let me see here. There we go, that's better. Alright, let's start with yeah, sure. I'll start with somebody relatively simple. Let's do the Ironclad, why not? Let's see. I can either get Cursed Pearl, receive Greed. I know that's an unplayable, so that'll be like a constant thing that I could potentially draw. It's just a dead card. Ekman Boss drops 2 relics is tempting. Now's Fury is also just a really good card. Yeah, let's take Now's Fury, why not? Alright, Slay the Spire. Pretty simple. You get a certain amount of energy per turn, you have your cards, each of them costs energy. You can see what the enemy is about to do at the end of your turn. So you gotta play your cards to try to deal damage to the enemy and not take damage to your permanent hit points. You can play cards that either deal damage, give you block, or have other various effects. And the goal is to try and minimize the amount of damage you take during combat encounters so that way you can effectively defeat your enemies. Pretty self-explanatory. Let's do Bash and... Yeah, even though those are gonna be discarded anyway, I mean, I might as well play it since it's gonna be extra damage. Yeah, that was enough to kill it. Nice. Yeah, you can also see that each of the characters starts the passive for the Knight Hero's Burning Blood at the end of combat heals 6. Definitely helpful. Means you can afford to take a little bit more damage with this guy. As you can see with some of his cards like Breakthrough, he very much enjoys I mean, Anger seems pretty good if I have Now's Torment in my deck, so if I have Now's Fury in my deck, I might as well go with Anger, since that's a 0 cost and it puts an extra copy of it in my discard, so I can combo that with Now's Torment in order to get more copies of it. Seems like a pretty decent starting combo. Ooh, this can actually be a cool combo, because then we do that. Ah, well, that killed him anyway. If that didn't kill him, then I would have been able to add back those 2 Furies from the discard pile. Stampede at the end of your turn, 1 random attack in your hand is played against a random enemy. Apply to vulnerable for plating. I want to try to build more around Now's Fury, since that's a really powerful card that I have. But actually, yeah, Stampede seems like a good option, because with Now's Fury I could put back something into my hand that I might want at the end of turn for like a Stampede play or something. Got that guy, block that. Yeah, enemies have options where enemies can either attack you they can buff themselves, give you some kind of debuff, or forcibly put cards into your deck. So now my discard pile has 2 copies of Slimed. And when you run out of cards in your draw pile, all of your cards in your discard pile are shuffled back into the draw. So I could potentially end up drawing those copies of Slimed, which could cause me a bit of a headache in the future. Yeah, let's do that. This. Oh, that was dumb. Messed that up a little bit. Yeah, it's fine. It's only 8 damage. I'll heal off most of that. Alright, Bash. Now's Fury. And then if I didn't kill him, I would have been able to add those 2 back. Let's see. Iron Wave is a good option. 16 damage to all enemies. Start your turn. Place in the exhaust. Place in the exhaust pile. So we'll just keep continuously playing that. Well, that's only if I can exhaust it. So I don't really have any good exhaust cards at the moment. Because yeah, the only cards I have are Bash, my copies of Strike, and Defend. And the only card that I have that exhausts is Now's Fury, so I don't think Howl from Beyond is too helpful at the moment. I'll take Iron Wave since it's basically just a better block. Shops. They sell additional cards, little more trinkets you can use to help yourself, some potions. Some of these cards are generic, so you can get them on any character, and then there's also card removal. You can cut cards from your deck that you don't want to see. Let's see. I'm gonna cut a Strike since Iron Wave is basically just Strike but better. And I'll take, yeah, Headbutt seems like a good option, so I'll take that as well. Alright, the Bygone Effigy's woken up now, so he Angie. Yeah, the Bygone Effigy gives you like 2 turns of standby at the start, and then he starts doing a bunch of damage. Could I kill him here? So let's see, that'll do 20. He doesn't have any vulnerable on him. This card pile is empty. My Anger's already got shuffled back into the deck, so... Now I gotta try to play things smart here. Then I played that Headbutt. I am going to take a bit of damage here, which is unfortunate. Alright, Strike got played. Probably would have preferred something a bit better. Yeah, this guy is rough to see at the very start of the game just because of how much damage he can potentially do to you. This is going to hurt again. Ow. Alright, not exactly the best Bygone Effigy fight in the world, but it's fine. Juzu Bracelet is Transform all attacks in your hand into Giant Rock. That could actually be pretty useful. It's also very funny. I mean, Primal Force could be a pretty funny combo with Anger. Because, you know, deal 6 damage, add a copy of this card to your discard pile. My Now's Fury can put that back into hand, and then I can do more combos with that. So sure, why not? Let's do funny rock build. I'll share my knowledge. Let's see which of these is good. Deal 9 damage, draw a card, 2 damage, 6 card, additional damage for every card in your deck named Strike. I'll take Pommel Strike. Alright, these Inklings are going to be a tad bit annoying just because of the fact that they all have Slippery, so the first time they take damage, they only take 1. I'll turn those into rocks for later. Alright, tank that. Rock. Rock. Block Potion. Lose 3 HP, gain 2 energy. I mean, this just seems like a really good card in general. Especially considering the fact that I can just regen that HP. I don't think I can take out another elite, so I'll do a random event. Ooh, a chest. Ooh, Shuriken. That's actually really good. Ooh, Sturdy Clamp as well. Okay, this is a very good start. Rock. And yeah, the best part is thanks to Clamp, that 10 guard that I've got here will actually be able to be used on my later turns. Like, Clamp is just something that just benefits you no matter what deck you're playing, just on account of the fact that you just get very easy access to being able to stack up guard even when your opponent's not attacking, and it makes it so that if you do end up drawing any guard cards, they might not necessarily be useless. Every game block, deal damage to enemies. Grapple could be good. The thing is, I don't really know what I want to do with this deck at the moment. It's kind of all over the place. I think I'll take Stone Armor, honestly. Plating is just a general good thing to have. More enemies, yeah. It's more enemies time! I could just go. Yeah, I should just, I can just swing face on Assassin Raider, and then these other guys are just buffing and debuffing, so. Okay, we have Bloodletting here, Stone Plate, attack, defend, now's Fury, get back another strike. Anyway, maybe I should use the guard there, that was dumb. Whatever. Stampede, Anger, Defend, use the other attack that I have in hand. Rock. I'll discard that and gain Malzaketh's gift. Let's see. Stomp costs 1 less energy for each attack played this turn. I mean, yeah, Stomp seems like a pretty obvious choice. I think I can take another elite. Well, now I don't want to use Primal Force because then that gets rid of Now's Fury. Yeah, the Frog Parasite here is definitely a very annoying mini-boss on account of its, on account of the card it gives you, which makes it so that if that's still in your hand at the end of your turn, you end up taking damage. Do a little bit of setup here. Alright, now we're going to start seeing the infections. Let's see. Ooh, Stomp can actually do a ton of damage here. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Okay, we might actually be in a good position against this mini-boss here because I got Stomp off there. Perfect. Wow, least painful parasite I've ever fought. Centennial Puzzle is really fantastic for this character because of the abilities you have that make you take damage. 6 damage, draw cards until you draw a non-attack card. Pillage seems pretty good. Fantastic setup already. Yeah, Bloodletting is a really good combo with Centennial Puzzle because then I immediately get to draw more cards. I think it's rock time. I'm going to beat you to death with these rocks that I found. Start your turn, lose 1 HP and gain 8 blood. Ooh, that's really, really good. Yeah, I'll take Crimson Mantle. That is fantastic. Let's see, Constrict. While Slithering Straggler is alive at the end of your turn, you take 3 damage. Okay. So get rid of him. Got it. Put another copy of Anger on top of my draw pile. Alright, yeah, this deck is really starting to... This deck's really starting to come together. I think I think from here I'm going to focus a bit more on the self-damage angle. Can I get Inherent on any of these? Primal Force Plus turns everything into giant rock pluses. Now's Fury just increases the damage slightly, so I don't think that's too useful. Crimson Mantle being 10 block is actually perfect, because then that's like the max limit for Sturdy Clamp, so I think I'll do that. Alright, boss time. It's that deer. I could actually... yeah, I think I'll do this. So then I get a free use of Stomp, and I can set up the stone armor there. Perfect. Alright, nice. Already off to a good start. Pop the Cure-All. Ooh, perfect. Crimson Mantle. Ooh, and Bloodletting. Primal Force. Rocks. Beat him to death with rocks. Alright, hit me with the ringing. However, the good thing is that I have, yeah, I already have enough block thanks to the iron, like, I already have enough block here, so ringing doesn't even matter. Although, unfortunately, the ringing does cancel out the Stampede synergy we have, because ringing makes it so that you can only play one card during your turn, and that even counts for, like, the auto stuff. Okay, yeah, this build is already working very, very well. It's just non-stop aggression. Let's see. Vulnerable enemies. Whenever you gain block, deal 5 damage to a random enemy. Ooh, Conflagration actually seems really good, because that's 8 damage to all enemies and then 2 additional damage for every attack that I've played, which is something that I'm doing a lot of. Hello there, Melting Dragon. Additional energy at the start of your third turn every turn after. First time each combat you end your turn without playing cards, exhaust your hand, take an extra turn. Enchant all defense with Goopy. I think I'll just take Pale's Flesh, since that's just like a general boost, and the other ones are more... the other ones might be a bit more specifically helpful, but nothing that's really too useful at the moment. Yo, that Brody looks like yogurt! It's Pale, the yogurt dragon. I did not draw any blocks. Okay, I'll just do this. Hey, that's my Stomp! Give that back! Let's see, now it's Fury. I did not get back any of the good draws, unfortunate. I mean, this guy doesn't attack outside of the first time, so I don't really need to worry about this too much. So I'll do Headbutt. Put Anger back on top of the deck and then hit him with the Conflagration. Captain's back to being dead. Understandable. I'm going to beat you to death with this rock. That didn't work. Damn it. Just barely didn't do enough damage. Eh. There we go. I'll take my stolen card back. Let's see. Draw 3, can't draw additional. Whenever you play an attack this turn, gain 3. Yep, that's pretty good. Makes sense for an all-out attack deck like the one I'm playing. I'll take a random doll. Start your turn, deal damage equal to the turn number to all enemies. I mean, that's just flat-out damage. That's pretty good. Let's see. Lost HP. Deal 6 damage. Lost HP this turn, draw a card. Copy the third attack you play each turn to your hand. I'll take Spite, since that's pretty good. Pen Nib is very, very tempting, because that's a really good card. Yeah, Pen Nib is just flat extra damage, so I'll take that. And then... what do I want to cut here? I think I honestly just want to cut another basic strike because I've got a lot of better attacks, so I think I just want to cut that. Yeah, let's take this way. The Bloodletting combo has showed me Crimson Mantle, perfect. Perfect, and then that's going to carry over to the next turn, thanks to Crimson Mantle. Yeah, I'll do this. Imagine being alive. Couldn't be you, apparently. Another copy of Rage, hell yeah. Let's see. I'll upgrade Bloodletting since that's really solid. Let's see. Start turn to deal damage to all enemies. Pen Nib for War Paint. Wow, all of these are just flat out downgrades. Huh. I guess I'll take the middle one. Like, all of these are just flat out downgrades, really, so the middle one is, like, the least awful. I'll upgrade Stone Armor. Bag of Marbles, pretty good, pretty good. Ah, nice. I killed him in one turn. I killed the mini-boss in a single turn. Hell yeah. I don't really want any of those, to be honest. Don't really have enough money to go to the shop again. Let's go this way. Right, it's dead already. Let's see. 30 block exhaust. Having a copy of Setup Strike seems good. Let's see. Stampede at 1 cost also seems really good. Ah, the Prism. Alright, this one should be fun. Alright, I'm gonna take a bit of damage here, which does suck. Ow. Oh, with your Crimson Mantle. Perfect. Yeah, because the first time you deal damage to this thing per turn, then you get an extra energy. Block, block, block. Rock. Gug beats you to death with Big Rock. Having a copy of Grapple actually seems pretty good because I have like I could do a decent combo with like Grapple Rage. Like Rage Grapple seems like a really solid combo. And my turn, I've got the 14 block. Alright, good. Zap Strike, Pommel Strike, Anger, Headbutt, put Rage back on top, Spite, Stone Armor. Nice. Very good. I'll take Setup Strike Plus, free enhanced card. Let's see, what should I upgrade here? Yeah, I think I'll upgrade one of the copies of Rage that I have. Alright, now onto this boss. This one's a tough one. Big Crab. Big crab makes it so that you take more damage from whichever side is attacking you from behind. So you want to use attacks to kind of switch the position you're facing. I'll pop the Thorns pot too. Would have been nice to draw that rage earlier. Dang it, because I played the card at the end of the turn, it faced me away. That was dumb. Defend. Rock. Let's see, I'll put Rage on top of my draw pile, use Now's Fury because I don't want to... Okay, 29, so I shouldn't take too much damage from this, which is good. Yeah, I didn't take too much damage from that at all, which is nice. Yeah, it is very much thundering outside, so apologies if that ends up catching on mic. Oh, hey, look at that. Shield immediately wore off. Nice. Hey, nice. We killed the crab. Excellent. 6 HP, 2 energy, draw 3 cards, exhaust. This turn, your next attack is played an extra time. Ooh. Yeah, I'll do 1-2 punch. This is like a good one. Alright, Act 3. Oh, hello, Satan. Vaku, the first demon. Gain energy at the start of each turn. Vaku plays your first turn for you. Remove 5 cards from your deck, add a folly. When you encounter the merchant, immediately obtain everything he sells. Huh. I think Preserved Fog is probably like the least painful out of all these options. Let's see. Honestly, I think the left path might be my best option here. Ow. flag. There we go. Let's see, fruit juice, gain 5 max HP, might as well just drink that now. Another copy of Bloodletting seems good. Hello there, merchant. Whoop. Yeah, tuning fork seems good. Free extra block is nice to have. Unfortunately, I didn't draw any of the block cards. Ow. Yeah, more energy. Oh, again, shopkeep. Unfortunately, I don't have enough money. Globe head. Let's see. Galvanic. Powers are effective with Galvanized. Take 6 damage when this card is played. Okay. I mean, yeah, I'll take 6 damage there, but then I gain that armor plating immediately back, so seems like a worthwhile trade in my opinion. Alright, the deck is working out. We're in a pretty good spot, I'd say. Retain your hand for 2 turns. Ooh, that's pretty good. Yeah, I'll take Flame Barrier. 1 or 2 extra defensive cards could help. Okay, Soul Nexus. And taking a lot of damage here. Oof. This is what I'm talking about, man. This is what the deck is meant to do. Just consistent damage. Do not let up. And you know what? Rock. Double rock. Let's do Swift Potion. Toxic Egg. Yeah, immediately upgraded Bloodletting. Hell yeah. Extra energy. Happy Flower. Nice. Okay, getting hit with the Hex. While Spectral Knight is alive, all your cards are ethereal. Oof. Okay, those two are unfortunately getting exhausted, but that's fine. Okay, Flail Knight gains strength, Spectral Knight deals me a bit of damage. Magi Knight, all my cards are downgraded. Oi. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of damage here, but we should be fine. Yep. Alright, 18. Flail Knight hits me, but I'm fine. I should be able to kill the Flail Knight here, honestly. Honestly, I think anytime I get a campfire, I should just rest at it because I need more health at this point. Let's see, how to divine. Reveal your future by revealing the tiles. Select small or big and reveal the tiles. As an item is revealed, you'll receive it at the end of the session. Oof. Let's see. Take the extra hemokinesis. Unfortunately, I did end up getting doubt. If the end of turn is in your hand, game 1 weak. I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, I'll do this. Okay, they're getting the strength ups. I'll put Rage back on top of my draw pile. Let's get Strike and... yeah, I'll go for Stone Armor here so I can... Oh yeah, right, because I get the Conflagration plate anyway because of Stampede. That's right. How did I forget? I don't really want any of those. Hello, Shopkeep. Start combat with 4 block. Ooh, I'll take Venerable T-Set and Anchor, honestly, because I'm heading to the rest site before the boss, so I might as well. I'll just rest so I can get a bunch of health. Alright, boss time. Test subject C8. Let's see, adaptable. When it would be defeated, it revives even stronger. When you play a skill, gains 2 strength. Okay. Fortunately for me, though, my deck is entirely focused around attacking. Bonk. Okay, so now it has painful stabs instead. Shuffle a wound into your discard pile each time you receive unblocked damage. Okay. Okay, I'm taking 2 here, which sucks because now I'm getting a wound, but that's fine. Another bloodletting, setup strike, pommel strike, another strike. Another strike, I do get a vulnerable. I am taking some damage here again. Stone armor, very good. I'll put Rage back on top. I do have Crimson Mantle, so I am going to get a bit of extra defense at the end of turn here. Still taking a bunch of damage, though, which does suck. Okay, fortunately I'm going to block that. Flame Barrier almost killed it. Oh, alright then. I guess I'll just end turn. Because it's surviving. Alright, let's see. Nemesis. The end of every other turn gains 1 intangible. Reduce all damage taken and HP loss to 1. Oof, okay. Okay, I'm taking a bit of damage here. 45. Put Rage back on top. That Vuln's gonna hurt. Yeah, damn. Unfortunate. Got really close, though. Yeah, unfortunately, it was just those wound cards really messed me up. Alright, Chapter 5, Ancients. Ancient trees are not all the same. Each individual tree is shaped by its surroundings. Some are stout and bushy, while others are gnarled and knotted. Fully mature, a manifestation of its immense power is born within an ancient. 5 cards you add to your deck, heal 15 HP. Energy is now conserved between turns. Play 30 attacks, deal 6 damage to random enemy. Devastation, the Ironclad. Ironclad's strength surges. The flames of demonic pack course through his blood. Cuts and bruises heal rapidly. The Valley Guard are cleaved in two. The Desert Tribe burned to a crisp. Windwalkers smashed into the ground, and even a familiar horde of aggressive bronze-clad warriors is set ablaze with exciting new flames. All of the Ironclad's enemies are shown no mercy. All of the Ironclad's... Ironclad? Where is everyone? HP is 50% or low, 3 additional strength. Enemies with vulnerable take 75% more damage rather than 50%. First time you gain strength each combat, double the amount gained. Cool. Yeah, as you complete like missions and runs, you end up getting like more of the lore about the characters, which is cool. Now let's go from the least complicated to the most complicated. Let's play Defect. Funny orb robot. Kill the architect. You got it now. Let's see. Start of Elite Combat, draw 2. Choose one of 2 colorless cards to add to your deck. I think I'll take this one. Well, I certainly won't say no to free energy. Alright, let's go this way. But yeah, the Defect here has an interesting mechanic. His cards allow him to channel orbs. Channeling orbs puts them into the first of the empty slots over here on the right. And then, all of the channeled orbs have a passive and an effect when they evoke. For example, Lightning at the end of the turn, its passive deals 3 damage to a random enemy. But if I evoke it with something like Dual Cast, or if I fill up all my orb slots, the rightmost one gets evoked, it will deal 8 damage to an enemy. So, if I go, for example... yeah, let's do this. If I do 2 defense, and then I channel another electric orb, then at the end of my turn, 2 random enemies take 3 damage. Let's do this, so that way the corpse slug gets stunned after he dies. And yeah, your goal with the Defect honestly has like a bunch of different playstyles just because of all the different stuff they added to him in this version, but the main gimmick when you're doing the cracked core run is essentially you want to fill up as many of your orbs there as possible, and then you're able to... I was gonna say, oh yeah. You're able to effectively deal like a ton of damage with it. But yeah, he's got a lot of cards focused around the channeling effect, a bunch of regular attack cards, and cards that are focused on giving yourself statuses, which is interesting. They deal a bunch of damage, but then they also give you statuses. Seeing as I've already got Loop here, I might as well go with an evoke build. Alright, Toadpool's giving itself thorns. Do I loop here or do I channel lightning? I think I'll do 2 loops and then I'll channel. I'll do 2 defense and I'll channel rather. And then yeah, because evoking the orb doesn't technically count as an attack, you can also use it to get around things like thorns, which is interesting. I'll take Tempest, sure. Sometimes it's fun to just spend a turn channeling a bunch of lightning. I'll observe the card. Chef in my deck. Ooh, that is very, very nice. Because now it's X+1, meaning that I can essentially spend nothing on it and I still get the benefit from it, which is cool. Already off to a pretty good start. But yeah, you can get like a bunch of different kinds of orbs like this. Like you can get, they're like the lightning orbs, but then there are also a bunch of other ones. You can get, there's the ice orbs, the dark orbs. I think there's also, yeah, here we go. Channel Frost. Frost orb gains block as well. So now you can see how the orbs can even do, like, potentially do stuff like blocking. Let's see. Rightmost ability 2 times. Ooh, Production Plus is really good because then that's just 2 free energy whenever that ends up in my hand. It's literally just free energy with no downside. I mean, I guess maybe if you really want to be technical about it, there is a downside because you draw it instead of something else, but shut up. That's a technicality. Technicalities are for nerds. Still get to channel a lightning anyway. Upgrade Tempest, very nice. Oh, I see. Okay, so the rats can summon more rats. Got it. And then, yeah, Frost Orbs, as their passive, makes you gain 2 block at the end of the turn, and when they're evoked, you gain 5. Explosive Ampoule, let's see. Gain 4 block, start the next 2 turns, channel lightning. Gain 3 block. I'll take Lightning Rod. Do I rest or do I fight an elite? I think I want to rest here. Mainly because you really want to upgrade Dual Cast as soon as you can. Because Dual Cast evokes your rightmost orb twice. But when you get upgraded to Dual Cast Plus, it becomes free. So it's a very, very good upgrade you want to get as early as you can. Dang. If only it hit the far right one twice, that would have been really cool. Ha! Get stunned, idiot. Let's see. 9 damage, gain focus. I could get another Tempest. 13 damage, draw cards. Status cards creative, reduce this card's cost to 0 this turn. Yeah, as you can see, there's again more stuff focused on the status gimmicks. I think I'll take Focus Strike. Let's see. Juzu Bracelet. Alright, we're going for events. The fog. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Alright, I'm taking a bit more damage than I'd like so far, which is a bit annoying. 13 block, 2 wounds into your discard pile. Nah, none of those cards really appeal to me right now. I'll take this for a heal. Light Door, upgrade 2 random cards. Dark Door, remove a card from your deck. I'll take the Light Door. Okay, Strike. Let's see. Strike got upgrade, which isn't the best, but the other thing got upgrade, which is good. Okay, I'm taking 5 here, which sucks, but it's fine. Let's see. Random card in your draw pile gains replay 2. 3 damage, start your next turn, turn this card to your hand. 13 block, retain your hand this turn. I'll take Equilibrium. Ding ding dink. Let's see. Alright, he got stunned because he went below 70 health. Nice. Free energy, you love to see it. Yeah, we can kill it. Bop. Nice. Speed potion. Ooh, meal ticket, 15 HP. That's nice. Play fewer than 3 cards this turn, draw 1. 10 damage, apply 2 weak, channel 1 dark. Yeah, I'll take that. The Gremlin Merc. You bastard. My money! Give me my money back. Game on block. Permanently increase this card's block by 3. That's an interesting one. I think I'll take Hologram. Boss time. Might as well just spend this turn channeling a bunch of lightning. Okay, I did not really draw any blocks here because I drew them all during my first turn, so ow. Grab back my dual cast, use that again for more shield. Alright, perfect. But yeah, Dark's passive ability makes it increase its damage by 6, and then when it's evoked, it deals the certain amount of damage to the enemy with the lowest health. Do I just channel a bunch of lightning here? And the boss is just gonna debuff me and I can't hold on to this block, so I might as well. Just a bunch of lightning. Okay, this is gonna be cutting it a bit close here. Oy, oy, oy. I think I live. Ooh! I don't know if this Tempest would be enough to kill here. Fuck it, we Gamba. Yeah! Literal 1 HP. Echo form, that's so good. Oh, hello there. Gain energy at the start of each turn. Card rewards now contain cards from other colors. Gain 4 potion slots filled with random potions. Replace cracked core with infused core. Start of each combat channel 3 lightning? Yeah. Yeah, we taking that. Ooh, that's the good stuff, baby. Okay, taking a bit of damage here, that's fine. And then we do lightning again. Wait, does Echo Form evoke it at the amount that it was spent, that was played when it happened? Because if it did, then that's like really good. Honestly, Boot Sequence is really good here because that's a guaranteed block card at the start of battle, which is going to be really helpful. Really helpful because it lets me get my, lets me try to focus on getting my Orb Engine online. Channel Lightning Rod. Might as well take events. I'll combine strikes. Money. Okay, I'm taking a bit of damage, but we should be fine. Yep, that's just 5. It's a glass. End of turn, 4 damage to all enemies and reduce this orb's value by 1. 8 damage to all enemies. Okay. So you want to try to use the glass orb as soon as possible. Maybe I shouldn't have spent that on Echo Form there. But at the same time, we're already getting a lot out of it. I am taking a bit of damage here, which does suck. Let's see. 6 damage to all enemies, draw 1. 7 damage. I'll take Compile Driver. Might as well pop the regen here. Do I just go Echo Form here? Yeah, it's just defending this turn. I think it just go Echo Form. Taking a bit of damage here. Okay, I'm taking 5 damage again, which does suck. There we go. Yoink, yoink, yoink. I'll take charge battery. Let's see. Channel Frost, draw card, game 2 orb slots. I mean, I think Capacitor is also good. I think Vambrace is also probably good here because then that doubles the amount of block that I get from my boot up sequence. Play 10 attacks, gain 1 energy. Nice, nice. I think I'll just return the key. I don't really have enough to the, don't really have enough. I'm not really set up well enough to do like a side quest this run. I'll take the top one. Give me back lightning rod. Zap. Yoink yoink. More draws. I think I just want to try to take a normal enemy here. I want to try to conserve as much as I can before the boss. Okay, getting screeched at again, taking some damage, that's fine. This is funny. Yeah, it does. It plays it at the energy value that I had played it at. Echo Form is such a funny card. Alright, crab time. Dink. Dink. Pop that. Pop the fens. Okay, now this is the painful one. Yep. Yeah, I'm taking a bunch of damage from this still. Ow. Okay, not taking too much damage here. Okay, that claw's back. Okay, wait, hold up. This deck is actually kind of cooking now. We might actually have something here. Tank, tank, tank. And also add back dual cast, yeah. How have I blocked this? Holy! And I'm gonna do it again! Zap, 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 zap. Zap, zap. Damn. Beautiful. Yes. Rainbow is one of the best cards you can get for this guy. It literally just channels one of everything. Ah, hello there. Serendipity and Carbon. Let's see. Mark 7 random combats. Enemies in those rooms have 1 health. Ooh. Add Apotheosis. Innate. Upgrade all your cards. Huh. That could be really good. But the fur coat would also make it so that I could just get a bunch of free encounters. I think I'll take the fur coat, honestly. Alright. Looks like we're going middle path. Alright then. Zap, 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 zap. Ow, okay, that reduced my max health a bit, but that's fine. Rainbow! Ow. Yoink, yoink. Oh, there you two only have 1 health. Ooh. Yeah, I'll take Tesla Coil because that's really funny with my infused core. Bonk. I'll take Beam Cell. Bonk. Yeah, I'll take Hologram Plus. Alright, first actual encounter. Alright, we tanking this just fine. Lightning Rod and defend. Okay, Flail Knight's getting strength, and then there's the Magi Knight. Removing my upgrades like a bastard. Yeah, let's do that, and then we'll do this, and then I'll drink you. Oh, I should have played Tempest there. It's literally free lightning. Doi. I'm an idiot. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Hey, you want to see me cast Rainbow? You want to see me do it again? Okay, I'm gonna take a bit of damage from this. Ow. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of damage from this guy too, but that's fine. Charging up my dark orbs. This is really funny. Another copy of Hologram. I do need to heal here, unfortunately. Let's go here. Create a custom card to add to my deck. Let's make it a power. And 2 strength, yeah. Block that. Ow. Dink, 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 dink. Yeah, I'm still gonna take a bunch of damage from this though, which does suck. Ow. Okay, giving me a bunch of burns. That's fine, because I got a bunch of block. I don't know if we survive in this one, boys. Yeah, I think we're dead here. Yep. Dang, unfortunate. Still a really good run, though. Let's see, the calm, the reopening. The blight stopped consuming, the ground-drying braille begins to moisten, the clouds around the spire douse the lands, the sunlight pierces through the newly formed cracks in the clouds. It has been done. Someone had slain the spire. And this is 9 HP at the end of each of their turns. 10 block, next turn gain 10 block. Your card in your hand, free to play this combat. In the scrapyard, the defect pondered its fate and purpose. Is it okay? Is being okay at a host of functions not desirable? Do we all need to excel in a distinct function while processing these questions? Hello, pops another construct. Hello, defect response. My name is Flaw. Starvage combat with 1 focus. Starvage combat, channel 1 dark. First time you channel orbs, deal 30 damage to all enemies. Alright, who do I want to do this time? Yeah, sure, why not? Let's do the Regent. The Regent's a funny one because he's a character where I kind of accidentally my way into a win. And so that's honestly really funny. So yeah, let's do some Regent. Why not? Yeah, let's do the capsule. Why not? Yeah, the Regent's an interesting character because he has a secondary currency alongside energy, that being stars. You can gain stars from cards like Venerate, and then you can use them for other attacks. Like, for example, Falling Star here. Taking 1 damage here, which isn't too bad. The Venerate. Bop. Bop. But yeah, the Regent has a bunch of different cards that are either focused on like pure raw attack or either doing stuff with a secondary currency or a new one, which is really interesting in the form of his, let's see. I'll take Glimmer. Alright, getting some slime, that's fine. Gonna divide my time here. Try to cut down on the slime a little bit. Let's see. Transform 2 cards in your draw pile. Choose 2 cards in your draw pile to transform into minion strikes. Deal 7 damage, draw 1 card, exhaust. I think I'll actually take charge because that works well with the fact that I've got the two, I got the extra strike and defend at the start of this run from I got the extras from the capsule, so seems pretty good. Oh, it's 2 cards at random, okay. Bonk. I'll take Astral Pulse. Yeah, boy, it's the Bygone Effigy. Alright. I'm taking 20 damage here. Ow. I really should not be trying to go for the mini bosses early in the run because this guy hurts like a mofo. Yeah, that's game. Unfortunate. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with myself because I think I still have I got some work I need to get done today, so yeah, I think unfortunately I am going to wrap up stream a little bit early tonight. I know that I haven't really been streaming for very long, but unfortunately I do have some other work to get done today, and unfortunately the weather around here is a bit fucky, so honestly the fact that I was able to stream for this long is a miracle. But yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and wrap things up a little bit early tonight. I'd like to thank you all very much for watching, super appreciate it. Let's go ahead and find someone to raid, shall we? Let's see, who should we raid tonight? Let's go raid Sable, why not? As for the raid message, let's do... The Beam Brigade evoked five orbs of electricity in a row and somehow nuked a giant crab. But yeah, I'd like to thank y'all very much for watching. Super appreciate it. I know I haven't been streaming very much recently, and I do apologize for that. Truth be told, I've kind of become a little bit disillusioned with streaming, I suppose. I don't know, it's just something about me having focused on my art a lot more recently and seeing a lot more negative stuff about the streaming space has kind of led me to focus more on like myself and my art and everything, but I do want to still try to stream a little bit every now and again. Bye!